5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
So time to get your notebooks out. Hopefully your team members are on, because it's time for us to get busy and talk about a very important topic, which is, you know, what to do and what not to do with regard to social media, online marketing for your Ibüümerang business. So let's do this. It's like, you know, it's a tunicorn's guide to social etiquette. So social media.
You're really coming around now.
I am not.
No, you said that, and I didn't even need to prompt you. You said the Tunicorn's Guide to Social Etiquette. I'm proud of you.
I feel
Is
like
everybody proud of T. Gray?
I've just been forced
So
into
good.
this. It's just like
No,
this tunicorn
that
thing
was
won't
all-
die.
That was all you.
Like, you know what? Not only do tunicorns not exist, you can't kill them. You can't make them go away. So unfortunately,
Yeah,
I'm
true.
stuck
That is
with
so
it.
true.
Yeah. So
You can't kill a tunicorn.
no.
Okay.
It's probably bad luck if you did it.
Oh yeah, it's total bad luck. All right, brands.
Brands.
We got a couple.
We got a couple. We
They're
got
awesome.
a couple of really amazing brands.
Yeah.
Can we give it up for Mark Kithcart
Oh,
and the whole marketing team
Oh, you stop.
that works with him? I mean, we just look so fab. Right?
Okay, I'll take it.
Right?
No.
You know, hashtag
Yeah.
we look fab. Come on, guys. We really do. Our
Yeah.
stuff looks amazing. People are just mind blown when they see our presentations, when they see our marketing materials, when they see our videos, when they see our social media channels. We look amazing. And, you know, and here we are, we're a 10-and-a-half-month-old company. And you got companies that have been around for decades that are like, they're literally in their boardrooms studying Ibüümerang right now, trying to figure out, hey, what is it these guys are doing from a marketing perspective that's so magical? So Mark, you and your team are really on it. You've put a lot of work into designing these. Like, for example, I remember logo development.
Oh my gosh.
And I remember how many variations, colors, shapes, sizes, fonts that you guys showed us. It was at some point I had to like take ibuprofen just to make decisions.
No.
It was good. It was good. Why did I take it?
It was fun. It was fun, actually. And, you know, that's the beauty of this. And we put so much time and effort into it. And there's so many elements that really matter when it comes to designing a brand. And, you know, just subtle changes can make a massive difference just in colors, in fonts. And we really want to be sure that we're protecting these brands. That's why we put so much time and effort into it. And so the other thing I need to say is this. I lead the team, and thankfully I've got an incredibly awesome, talented, incredible team that is here to support me. I couldn't do it without them. I can't do Photoshop. I can't do any of this stuff, but I can, you know, work with folks. And that's the other beautiful part about the team that we have here. You know, I don't come up with all the ideas because I can't, but the entire team is able to give input and give their ideas, and it's a collective effort. And you're even involved, you know, T. Gray and HB and Mr. Haynes.
Yeah, but it's kind of like it's a little,
Buggs.
you know, okay, so you provide the strategic leadership, and so does Holton. You know, me more so, it's kind of like coming into the chef's kitchen and you're like, taste this. And I'm like, it needs a little more sugar. And, you know, but you're in there like, you know, you and your team just throwing it down. And so I don't, you know, I never want to diminish that, especially not today, because, you know, when you understand that, and then you understand, so that's one thing. A lot of work has gone into the development of these brands, a lot of mental power, a lot of variations, a lot of iterations, right? So one, respecting the work that's been done. But more importantly, or just as importantly, I should say, we need to respect what they mean, right? I don't know what comes next, so stop me if I'm...
No. Yeah,
right?
no,
So
go for it.
So, you know, when you, there's certain brands out there that when you see them, right? When you see their logo, which represents, so the logo is not the brand, guys. The brand is what the company stands for. The brand is the company's promise. So when you see the BMW logo, that's not the brand. It calls the brand to mind, which is that they are the ultimate driving machine. They make cars that are fun to drive. When you see the Mercedes-Benz logo, it calls to mind that this is going to be high-end luxury, that this is a brand that, you know, they're telling you, we thought of everything to make this the most comfortable and modern car that you could drive, right? When you see the Apple logo, you know, that is not the brand, but is symbolic of what that company stands for, that this is the cutting edge. This is for the world changers. This is for the people who think outside the box, right? That's what Apple, you know, portrays that they stand for. I happen to agree. I know the Android users don't agree, but again, that's what their brand stands for. And so what does the Ibüümerang brand stand for? I want to see you guys talk to us right now in the chats and tell us, what does the Ibüümerang brand stand for? What does this company stand for? When you see that logo, what does it mean? Okay, can we see that, guys? Can you write that in the chat? I want to see you guys respond.
While you guys are doing that, I want to recognize Kitsia Garcia. Miss Kitsia Garcia. She has been here like way back at the beginning. And she first started working with Mr. T. Gray over here.
We broke her in on customer service because she's bilingual.
Yes. And then she came over to the social side and to the marketing side, and she has done an incredible job. So I just want to give that big hats off.
Absolutely. Way to go. Way to go, Kitsia. Yeah, we appreciate you very, very much.
All right.
Yeah, so, okay, so now let's take a look at this chat and see what people are saying. They're saying it's just different, goodwill and savings.
Loyalty, unity, transparency,
freedom,
integrity.
Yeah, those are good. Giving back, right? Reaping what you sow, integrity first, service. Someone said my future. Okay, very good. I like that, right?
That's
you know,
awesome.
Networking for the new decade. I like that. I like that a whole bunch, right? You know, so now you guys are really thinking about how does it make, now I got another question for you, because this is part of the exercise that Mark takes us through when he brings us variations on the brand or new executions of the logo or new designs. You ready for this? When you see it, how does it make you feel? Right? I'll give you guys just some prompts. When you see the Ibüümerang logo, when you saw the Vibe logo for the first time, how did it make you feel? When you watched the commercial for Vibe for the first time, how did it make you feel?
When you watch the recap videos from our events.
Yeah, how do they make you feel? Yeah. Right? When you see our social media, when we make a new post, you know, one of the ones that has the logo in it, how does it make you feel? What thoughts and feelings make you come? When you go to our Instagram page and just open it, how does that make you feel? Okay, we'll just say this is the exercise that when Mark and Kitsia and that team, when they bring us things to review, that's one of the things they want to know. Okay, well, how does this make you feel? Right? So just want to see what you guys are saying here.
Empowered,
honored, blessed,
excited,
empowered,
proud,
excellent,
excited.
The energy's fantastic. Sense of pride. I like that very much.
I get a sense of pride to be part of a badass company.
Yes, gives me joy. I want to go out and break all the walls that I've put up in my life. It gives me a sense of unity. You see, that's what I'm talking about. That's what a brand is. Okay. And so that kind of tees up the conversation, because if we're not careful, we can mess up this brand.
And you know, one of the things that I also want to be sure that everybody understands is we didn't choose Ibüümerang at random. And you know what? We even
we chose something else.
Yeah. we were T. Gray and I were throwing out different names because we weren't sure that Mr. Buggs had chosen Ibüümerang.
Yep.
And we were like,
oh, he didn't tell us. He didn't tell us.
Yeah.
No. He told us to go figure out what we're gonna name the company.
Well, he did, but he did say Ibüümerang is one of the ones. Okay.
No, not initially.
Okay.
Because that's why
Yeah.
you and I had this long list of
Yeah,
names
yeah,
and
yeah.
researched these names. And
Yeah.
then we went and we got support
Yeah.
for the names that we chose.
Yeah, we did.
I mean, and then what did he say?
And he said, "Hey, you know what? I'm
No.
thinking Iboomerang." And we didn't quite understand. And here's what we did not understand: that there's a philosophy wrapped around this. That there is the meaning behind Iboomerang is critical, and it's embedded in who we are, and it's embedded in our philosophy, and it's baked in. So with Iboomerang, you know what happens? You throw a boomerang out, and it comes back to you. And the whole point and the whole reason why Mr. Buggs and Mrs. Buggs chose Iboomerang is that they were giving out goodwill, and they were not expecting anything in return, but they knew that if they kept giving out goodwill and kept giving out goodwill and kept giving out goodwill, that eventually that goodwill returns. So that is the philosophy and the essence behind who Iboomerang is. And so again, it's baked into who we are, and it's family. It's family. And the other thing I really want to focus on here is Iboomerang is you. It's you, the ambassadors. It's you. And you guys fly that flag every day. And so I just want to make sure that you guys understand that if we don't protect this, if we don't protect this, we are going to lose something important, and we're going to lose some of that, some of all of those things that you guys were saying in there.
Yeah,
we're going to lose that, and it's going to become something that is going to become tarnished.
Yeah, I mean, we have to be careful because there are things that we can do that would cheapen the brand. Right. And we know that nobody does them intentionally, but we do have to we do need to give some guidance because people don't realize it. It's kind of like, you know, when you have, you know, children, they just want to play, they want to do things. And sometimes you have to give them some guidance, say, hey, don't do that. You might hurt yourself, or you don't want to do this because you don't realize that this might be the consequence of your actions. And so today, what we want to do is we want to talk about what we can do to make sure that we honor the brand. Right? Please put that in your notes, honor the brand, and that we don't inadvertently cheapen the brand, right? And I think it's important that we just acknowledge that people do things because they're excited, right? And they want to showcase what they've got, and that nobody that is doing things that might cheapen the brand is doing it intentionally. We know that nobody's doing it intentionally, but it doesn't matter whether you do it intentionally or not. You know, it's still having the same effect. So let's go ahead and get into it.
Let's do it.
All
so you come in.
You're geeked.
You're excited.
Boomerang.
And you come out, or you come out of Vision, and you're like that. You look like those people.
You really do.
Yeah.
Except you're wearing Iboomerang gear.
So excited.
Yes.
So can we show that video now?
Which one?
The 329.
Oh yeah. Let's show. Oh yes. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So we want to show you how excited you are.
You're so excited.
Yes. Oh, okay. You're so excited.
Where'd you put it?
It's over here. It's like hidden behind some other stuff. Okay, cool. Here we go. Let's just try this again. You got to start from so excited. You got to cue it up again. Do it.
Okay, because you're so excited, and you've just come out of an event, or you've come out of, you know, or you've just joined, and you are so excited. So excited.
Like a Helen. Helen, we're both in sales. Let me tell you why I suck as a salesman. Let's say I go into some guy's office. Let's say he's even remotely interested in buying something. Well, then I get all excited. I'm like, Jojo, the idiot circus boy with a pretty new pet. The pet is my possible sale. Oh, my pretty little pet. I love you. So I stroke it, and I pet it, and I massage it. Yeah, I love it. I love my little naughty pet. You're naughty. And then I take my naughty pet and I go. Oh! I killed it! I killed my sale.
So don't be Tommy Boy.
Right. So the pet in this case, the pet is your Iboomerang business and your opportunity to get the word out. And, you know, and so people are so excited, bro.
Mhm.
Right?
Yeah,
Oh my
excited.
God, that video is just so
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
And so we know everybody is super excited and like Tommy Boy there, you know, he's so excited that he goes and he overdoes it. He does too much and he ends up killing it, right? And that's not what he wanted to accomplish, but that's what happened because he was doing too much. And so let's talk about how you can do it so that you're not doing too much.
Yeah, and there we go.
All right. So, I don't know. How would Steve Jobs feel about this one?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think you might send somebody to your house.
They've got people. We were talking about this yesterday. The people from Apple would show up at your door in a black car with black suits on and want to kill you for this. So bottom line is this, you know, this is you know, a bad representation of the Apple logo.
Somebody said it's a raggedy apple.
Yeah, it's a raggedy apple. So and this is exactly what we're talking about. We can't have people modifying the logo, changing the colors of the logo,
Reproducing the logo.
and we'll talk about which logo to use here in just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So don't be that guy. Don't be that guy. He's like, hey, this is good stuff. No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it's not.
It's
Don't
not.
be that guy.
Right.
Now, Amazon.com. So this is another logo,
Right.
but this is their first logo.
That's their first
They
one.
needed help.
They need help me, Lord. And I guess that's supposed to be the Amazon River.
Yes, yeah. So sometimes it starts out rough, but we don't need help. We've started off in a really good place. Amazon, they needed help.
They needed Mark Cathcart in the beginning.
Yeah.
Mark and his crew.
Yeah. So bottom line is this: just protect the logo, protect the brand, and the very beginning of protecting anything, it all starts with the logo. The logo.
Right. The logo is that representation.
Now we've got an advocate.
I can't believe this is a picture.
Yeah, and they're watching.
Oh my god.
Oh my God.
Melissa's in the front there.
I can't. Melissa's so sweet, and then you've got her in commando SWAT gear.
So we've got an advocacy team, and you are keeping them extremely busy.
You really are keeping them so busy.
We love that. We love it. But we need to reel it back in.
Yeah, because they
Now,
are.
you know what? You know who we're probably talking to today?
Who?
We're probably talking to all the people
Uh-huh.
who are not doing this. And all the people who are doing all of these things
They're not even on
are
flight
not
school.
even on flight school.
Right, because you know what? It's so funny because you're so right about
Yeah,
that.
it
The
is.
people who do stuff like this tend to not watch flight school, but they are in your group though.
Yes, that's true. They could be.
So you need to make sure. So this is one of those flight schools that we need your help. Okay, when we're done, you got to take this link, and you as a leader have got to make it required for your team to watch this. We do this all the time at corporate, right? So you know we're always trying to stay cutting edge at corporate, and so every once in a while we'll find a video. Like we found this one video yesterday about where technology and apps are going. And it goes into our executive group and we say, everybody's got to watch this video. 16-minute video. Everybody's got to watch it. And then we watch it. And then, so we watched it here, Kitsia, Mark and I, we watched it here in the office and we sat and then we talked about it. Hey guys, you got to do the same thing with this one because we need your help so that we don't have to send SWAT team to get your people.
Yeah. So this is not Melissa. She's not like, well, some.
Yes, it is Melissa.
It is. Yeah, she is
My
good.
WhatsApp lately, the first WhatsApp in the morning is Melissa, right? Just going.
So if you don't want these people coming to your door, don't do bad things. Do with the brand.
Ibüümerang advocacy.
Okay. So what do you do and what can you do?
All right, let's
Always
start.
Represent yourself as an Ibüümerang independent ambassador.
Okay, let's stop there.
Mhm.
Everybody repeat after me. I am
I am
an Ibüümerang
Ibüümerang
independent
independent
ambassador.
ambassador.
Okay.
I'm
this is-
corporate though.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
me too.
So, but the problem is our corporate team is just a handful of people.
Yeah.
But if you go on LinkedIn, you would think we got a ton of employees,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So
you can't say you work for
You
Ibüümerang.
can't say you work for Ibüümerang. You can't say that you're an employee. You can't say that you're corporate. You may not enter agreements on behalf of the company, right? And you should not be representing yourself as the official Iboomerang anything.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, always represent yourself for who you are, which is an independent ambassador. Okay, it's very, very important that you do that because you could ruin this thing for everybody.
So we have a logo.
We do.
We have a new logo.
We have a new logo.
Now, we had to take the logo down. Why did we have to take the logo down? The first independent TSA logo.
Because people were cutting out the independent part and just using the logo by itself because they wanted to represent themselves as close to being corporate as possible.
Yeah. And they were putting it on
clothes, they were bootlegging it,
boom gear, and everything else. So so bottom line is this. So we had to watermark it this time. We're getting tricky. We have to out trick the tricksters.
We got to evolve.
So you will find this new independent TSA logo in your back office. So let's see where it's at. In your back office under tools, and it's in the images section. And then you will find it on iBoom Hub in the download section. That's under resources, downloads, and then you're going to find the new independent TSA Iboomerang logo.
Now we gave you a pretty logo to work with. This is not a logo. There's no shame in this logo. It is a very nice logo, as you can see on the screen here, but it properly identifies you as being part of the Iboomerang family as an independent ambassador. So when you're making posts, please do not use the official company logo in your post. Use the independent logo in your social media.
And if you ever have a question and you're not sure, send an email to marketing@iboomerang.com and or advocacy@iboomerang.com.
Here, I want you to write something in your notes, everybody. Okay, 2 things. Number 1, when in doubt, don't. If it feels like you probably shouldn't do it, you probably shouldn't do it. Right. And then the second thing I want you to write is, when in doubt, just ask us. Right. Shoot a note to marketing@iboomerang.com or advocacy@iboomerang.com and say, can we do this? And here's the cool thing. Some people do this.
Yeah. You know what? I want to tell a story about that. So I got an email one day, marketing@iboomerang.com, and it was Amy Rogan. And she said, you know, I put up this Vibe Rides website, and then I thought about it, and I thought, I better ask. And I said, you know what? I'm glad you did, because it did look like a corporate website. And I gave her some tips and ideas on how to change it up so it didn't look like a Vibe Rides corporate website.
That's right.
So, and she was like, I am so glad that I was able to do that. And again, you know, guys, it's not about us trying to not support you or to be able to, you know, not allow you to grow your business.
We're so in sync. I was just thinking something like that.
Yeah. So it's not about that. It's about protecting the brand, because think about it. If you put something out there and somebody sees it and then they come after us, okay, and it will prevent you from doing the thing that you need to do if we're not here anymore.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So just to be super direct and super blunt, if we get, you know, if we have to take down a website based on the fact that you said something or did something, you're killing what it is that
you're excited about.
That you're excited
you're
about.
tearing up that biscuit. That's, you know, so that's what's really happening. And I was just thinking too, according to what you said, we're here to help you. So when people ask, we really do get back to them, and we don't just say no. Right. So, you know, very often in our chat group with Melissa, and first thing in the morning, we'll get several, okay, do we approve this? Or what do you think about this? Like there was one the other day, says ambassador wants to use this thing. And Mark came back and said, yeah, that's totally cool. It's legit. It's totally cool for them to put it in their post. And then there've been other things that people say, can we do this? Say, no, definitely not the way that it is. They got to do this. They got to do that. They got to do this. And then we might say yes. So folks, do ask us and we will help you. It's better to have that kind of a dialogue than to have the SWAT team coming after you.
The SWAT. All right. Names you can use. Names.
All
Dream
right.
Travelers, Boom World, Dream Boom Travelers World. Whatever you want to use. But you just can't put Iboomerang in the name.
Exactly. Iboomerang. And you also say boom, not iBoom, right? Because now boom is now he's trying to see how close to the line he can get. So, if you want to give your business a little name, that's what you can do, right? But you don't want to put Iboomerang in it.
Yeah. So don't be that guy.
Don't be that guy. Don't be that guy. Hey, I'm Iboomerang Harry.
All right.
I have a question.
Yes.
So what can they do with this logo? Where can it go?
Everywhere they want to put it. The new logo, the independent TSA logo, should be used everywhere. Everywhere you want to put the regular logo.
Right. Substitute.
Yeah.
Independent logo.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Yeah. Business cards, anything. So names you can't use. Anything with Iboomerang or Viberides in it.
There you go.
That's it. Okay.
There you go. So, for example, let's give some examples because these examples are really happening.
Yep.
Right. There are people out there who've created an email address for their business that is their name.iboomerang@gmail.com. Right. That's not cool. All right. That's not okay. Or they'll create a website, iboomerang.usa, or something like that, or vibride.usa, or
Iboomerang Spain.
Yeah. Just, Iboomerang and a country afterwards, which really makes people think that that's the official site for Iboomerang in that country. And it's number one, it's totally not fair. And one of the things you're doing is you're blocking the company from even being able to use that name. Right. So again, as you're picking names, if you're not sure, let us know and we'll help you decide.
Yeah. Vita Wood, she was saying, yes, I was so confused which to join and which were real.
See,
right?
It really confuses people.
Yeah.
And so, I don't think anybody has any bad motives, and we're not trying to confirm to you that this works, but it really does work. But it works. When it works, it's hurting other people's business. We actually had to go back and change the sponsorship for several people because they had inadvertently joined the wrong person, which means that those people, when they signed up, that person who had that website that was tricking people, they thought they were winning.
Yeah.
But here's what happened. You got those people to join you, but they all had a bad experience right from the beginning.
Yeah.
And so they definitely weren't going to work until they got it fixed. So really, what did you gain? All you did was mar the experience for those people right out of the gate.
So here's one thing I'm seeing right now. In the chat, there's somebody with the Iboomerang logo as their profile picture. Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
Can't do that.
You can't do that because you know what it does? It makes people think you're official. As a matter of fact, so let's think about this in the Facebook chat. So in the Facebook chat, we are moderating the Facebook chat.
Yep.
Right? We have people on our team who are logged into the official Iboomerang account that has those boomerangs as its profile pic. And if you didn't have the Iboomerangs as your profile pic too, it would be very easy to identify which comments are coming from Iboomerang. But right now it's not, because you have the boomerangs too. And so now when we post a comment and when you post a comment, people don't know which one is us. All right. You thought it was cool. I know you didn't do it intentionally, but we just want to make sure that people understand the impact of those actions and what it does as a net result. KG.
So someone asked, will there be t-shirts with the independent Iboomerang TSA logo?
They're not needed.
They're not. You don't need those because we make t-shirts with the Iboomerang logo.
Right here.
And so you can use those.
And go to the official boomgear.com website.
Well, we're gonna talk about that, aren't we?
Boom Gear. Oh, we're going to talk about it here at the end. Yeah.
We go and talk about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And again, what do you do if you're not sure? What do you do, Teague, right?
Ask. Remember, what were the two things? And I like the way David Romero said it. We got to make it three things. Number one, when in doubt, don't. Number two, when in doubt, just ask. Number three, don't break the biscuit.
Don't break the biscuit.
Thank you, David.
Oh, that's fun.
Oh, we love it.
I love it.
Awesome.
That's fantastic.
Cool. I actually hope that all of our ambassadors who love us and who love Iboomerang, who are using those boomerangs in their profile picture, are changing them like right now?
Yeah, they are. I saw it.
All right, cool.
Okay.
Perfect.
All right, cool. Okay. So we've got some posts out there. Some
Yeah.
posts.
Yeah, and by the way, I want to make sure. Do we get to groups later on this one?
Because they're asking.
Oh, no, we can do groups now.
Okay, so that's another thing we want to talk about because groups, and Lori, thanks for reminding us of that. So when you create your groups in your Facebook or on other social media, don't name your group Ibüümerang whatever, Ibüümerang Champions, or Ibüümerang Minnesota, or Ibüümerang Spain.
So here, let me give you a good example of one that is okay.
Okay.
Mr. Peter and Mrs. Karen Hirsch, Blue Diamonds in Ibüümerang.
Happy birthday, Karen.
Yeah. Have a group called Boom World.
Boom World.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Boom World.
Boom World is perfect, right? Success champions, whatever it is you want to call it, just not Ibüümerang something or something Ibüümerang, right? Or not even something vibe, because those what happens is even when we have inquiries from other companies, they actually will think that your group is an official, any posts that you make are coming from us, right? So you want to make sure that you follow it properly.
Check this out. Yeah, hold on just a second. Steve Seaver sent this, and he said, when you guys played the Tommy Boy cut, Facebook muted his audio.
Wow.
Facebook is nailing it, man.
Right.
And
what are they doing? They're protecting
everything.
the social media companies are protecting brands and protecting intellectual property. Right. So
yeah, cool. Melissa, what's she saying? What's Melissa saying?
She tagged me in something.
Okay.
She says,
please remind people not to place Ibüümerang diamonds, so no rank naming unless they have achieved it. I'm seeing this more and more now.
Yeah.
Okay, and this really is an integrity issue too, right? If you're not a diamond, and we know everybody's the future diamond.
Yeah.
But
we know you want to be a diamond.
Don't label yourself as Ibüümerang diamond if you're not a diamond, right? Let's make sure that we maintain the integrity of what it means to actually achieve that. And I'm going to tell you right now, I understand why you do it, but you'll feel totally different about that once you do achieve diamond and you see someone who hasn't achieved diamond calling himself a diamond. Yeah. When you go through the cuts and bruises and everything that it takes to achieve diamond, it's going to be really special. So, yeah.
Cool.
All right, cool.
All right, moving on.
All right.
So, there we go. Misleading posts.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Ibüümerang has partnered with rideshare company.
So let's talk about this for a second, right? Because what happens is we have to be careful. Every guys ever heard the expression, that's how rumors get started? And that's when somebody takes something that they heard or something that they think they heard and they interpret it and they run with it, right? Like, Holton was talking about a particular individual and a conversation that he had with that individual about Ibüümerang. And literally, within seconds, someone plugged in the chat, this person has joined Ibüümerang. Now, Holton never said that. We were sitting here listening to him. He never said that, right? But then it's all over the place. And like we said, that's how rumors get started. So number one, we want to definitely make sure that we fact check things before we post them, right? So let me just go ahead and tell you guys right now that neither Ibüümerang nor Vibe has a partnership with Uber or Lyft. We do not have a partnership with them.
Or any other
rideshare company,
for that matter.
Right? But yet that's been in post everywhere, right? And we know where you got it from. The company that we acquired was trying to do that, right? Was trying to get something like that done. But at the end of the day, we decided it was totally unnecessary in order for us to be successful. And so we opted not to do it. And so that's not the case. It's not true. But what happens is now if you continue to post that, it misleads people, right? We know that you're not trying to be misleading intentionally. You're just repeating something that you think you heard. But we're going to tell you how to stay out of this trouble probably on the next slide. But that's one thing that you shouldn't be posting.
Quit your job, do Ibüümerang full time, and become rich and famous. Yes, you cannot do that. Was that good?
That was pretty good.
Yeah.
You can't do that, people.
Yeah. Don't break your biscuit.
Don't break your biscuit. Oh, and here's another thing too. And we're going to talk about how to do this right. But saying, I saved $1,500 at blank, 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 blank hotel compared to blank, blank, blank booking site.
Yeah.
Right. You're excited. You
love that.
You mean
you
well.
Saved money, and it was awesome.
But it's a violation, and we're going to show you how to do that properly.
Yes.
Also,
we will.
Yes, we will.
All right. And if you're
and
not sure,
and hold on, someone says, "Isn't that why we have a disclaimer?" Bless you, before every presentation. Oh, we do. We have a disclaimer to protect the company so that people don't walk away thinking that we're making income claims. And guaranteeing income. And our disclaimer does say that what everyone makes is going to be based on what they do. Mm-hmm. But nowhere in our presentation do we say things like quit your job, do Ibüümerang full time, and become rich, right? So we're very careful not to say things like that because we know that that's not an appropriate thing to say.
Another thing that was asked, can they share our posts from our Instagram site? Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes, yes,
absolutely.
Yes.
Do that.
Encourage that.
Do that.
Yes.
Right.
All right. Cool.
Okay.
And if you ever have a question, what do?
Ask.
Or don't do it.
When in doubt, don't. When in doubt, ask. And don't break your biscuit.
Don't break your biscuit. So, you know what? I need to make a new slide. Don't break your biscuit.
Don't break your biscuit. That's like code for. That's code for making a crazy post.
Break your biscuit.
I'm just gonna have Brent create a biscuit, and I'm gonna post that today.
Yeah. Don't break your biscuit.
Cool it. All right. Don't be that guy.
He keeps coming up. He is so weird.
Yeah, he's creepy, creepy. He's like, man, I got all this Ibüümerang stuff nailed. I got.
His biscuit is totally shattered.
Yeah. All right. So I think, with all of these posts, these are great.
They are fantastic.
There's nothing on here. You can't see anything. All you see is the savings. Okay. The cost.
Yeah.
The savings and the rewards credits.
Now
everything else has been cut out.
And let's talk about this. The hotel is cut off. The dates are cut off. Now, by the way, just think about that for a second. People don't realize, they get all excited and they post someone else's travel savings in their group that they sent them.
And their names.
And it has their name, it has the hotel, it has the date.
Yeah.
So you know what it means? It means go rob their house on that day.
Yeah.
Right? So we got to make sure that we respect each other's privacy and safety as well. And, cut that off. And sometimes even unless the person wants their name on there, like these people have all said it's okay for us to share their names. So we've got their names on it. But if we don't have permission to share someone's name, we block out the name. And because the most important thing is the savings, right? How much money did they save? So this is a great way to do it that's compliant.
HB, the truth is good enough.
Yeah,
HB, you know what? You wait till you see. You'll be proud, bro. Absolutely. The truth is absolutely good enough. No need to exaggerate.
Yep. Savings.
Savings.
All right.
Savings. All right.
Okay. On this one, so when you are doing hotels and you are talking about the savings and you're comparing it to something else, you can only have two of the three things. Now, I want to qualify this though. Here's what I would say. If you use the slide that we have in the presentation, okay, and I know some of you like to use updated information, but use those slides are okay. We've sanitize that. We've taken the hotel name off of those slides. Some people come and they're saying, yeah, but you used it in the presentation. And I'm like, yeah, but we didn't use the hotel name. We said the site where we looked at, the iGo booking platform, but we took out the hotel name so no one can see it.
And you know what? And we actually had a mistake one time where we did have the hotel name.
Yeah, we did.
So if you have the presentation that has the hotel name, you have an old one. Go download the recent one. And the iDecide presentation, we actually found a part of it that had a hotel name in it and we fixed it. So it's not there anymore. So if you find a mistake in any of our stuff, please flag us, let us know, send us a screenshot, put a red circle around it. Help us protect the brand too, because we're doing a lot and sometimes we do miss things too. But let's just talk about this for a second. So there's three elements to a travel savings post. There's the name of the hotel or the car rental agency or whatever, right? The property name or provider name. There's the savings, and then there's the comparison site. And here's a simple formula to help you to stay compliant. You can do 2, but you can't do 3, right? So you can say, I saved X amount of dollars at the Hilton, right? Or you can say, I saved 40% over XYZ travel site. But you can't say, I saved X amount of dollars at the Hilton versus XYZ travel site. That is a clear violation. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I just want to make sure.
So a really direct example. I saved $40 at the Hilton over Expedia.com. Okay.
Right.
Can't say that. You can't post that. And
right,
you
so
can't say.
So let's take a minute, because someone is asking a question, right? And I'm one of those people that personally, I really don't like it when people tell me I can't do stuff and they don't tell me why. And that's why we're taking the time to do this, right? Because we know we're talking to adults and business people, and people want to understand why. So let's just kind of go really fundamental on this, right? So let's imagine for a second that you have a 4-way intersection. We've all been there, right? 4 corners. And there's a gas station on each of the 4 corners, right? And that's the wrong example to use. So scrap that for a second. Imagine that you own a hotel, right? I was using the wrong example. I was going down the wrong path, guys. Forget that, scratch that. Every once in a while, just kind of, go off. Squirrel, right? Saw something different. All right, well, let's get back on track. So imagine you have a hotel, right? And you have an empty room tonight. It's Saturday. Nobody rents that room tonight, and now it's Sunday. What just happened? You lost revenue, right? Because unlike a clothing store, let's imagine if you own a clothing store and you were selling jeans, if you don't sell the pair of jeans today, you can sell it tomorrow and you still made the money. But in a hotel setting or a car rental setting or a cruise ship setting, if it goes empty today, the revenue for that is lost forever. So what these travel providers are doing is to make sure that they don't get a total zero, is they're taking some of their inventory and making it available at a very significantly reduced price, right? But you have to remember, if that price were advertised to the world, then nobody would pay their regular price, which is what's on their website, which is on Travelocity, Orbitz, Expedia, et cetera, the other travel sites, right? So there's one stipulation that they're making when they make these highly discounted rates available. It can't be advertised to the public. It has to be behind a membership so that it doesn't take away from their core business. Because guess what? If you blasted it to the world and everybody stopped paying their regular price, they would make those discounted prices go away. Because that's what you would do. You'd say, okay, well, I can't do this anymore. It's hurting my business. And you would no longer offer those discounted prices. So you have to realize that if you do this wrong, ultimately at the end of the day, you're going to hurt yourself because the prices will go away. So someone asked, why can't I say the hotel name? Well, that's why. Because they don't want to do that, right? Another reason why you can't do the comparison and put it all together is because the travel sites, the other booking sites, they also have access to these prices, but because they know they really deal with the public and they know that the public is going to use their public prices, they actually have 2 businesses. One business is public pricing. The other business is behind the curtain pricing. And they don't want those businesses to cannibalize each other. And so that's part of their condition for making those prices available behind the scenes on a membership only price basis, is that they can't be advertised to the public. So when you do all 3, you are inadvertently violating, their conditions for being able to make these prices so great that people like us can enjoy them. And we're not the only ones who can enjoy these prices because of that. So I just want to make sure that people understand why we're doing it and why we're saying this, and make sure that if you want to continue to enjoy it and continue to have the opportunity, to respect it.
Yeah, somebody asked, and we've covered it, and that is, can we use the postings that we put in the presentation? Yes.
Yes.
You can. Those are the ones that you can use. Yes, for sure. So let's move on too. So
Well, yeah, and then somebody said over here, can I use? Yeah, can I put up? I saved such and such dollars at the Hilton. Yeah, you remember that's 2. It's not 3. You can't say I saved X amount of dollars at the Hilton versus whatever, right? Okay.
All right. Cool. So let's give some examples of what you can't do. You can't do this because you're showing the public prices.
So they got everything here. They got all 3: the discount, the hotel, and the comparison. No, can't do
that. That's a no-no.
Right.
All right. So this one is a violation because it does all 3. This one is approved because what they're not showing is the comparison prices. Okay. It only shows the savings.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. Super clear.
Yeah. What's Mr. Buggs saying? Yep. Price, hotel name, and date.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. So it's really simple. 2 out of 3, and it's fine. And like we said, the truth is good enough. And you don't have to go overboard in order to be successful in marketing your savings. People will get the point.
And again, if you have a question, what do? Send us an email. Send us an email to marketing@iboomerang.com or advocacy@iboomerang.com.
There you go.
That's all you got to do.
All right.
And don't break your biscuit.
All right. Don't break your biscuit. I like that.
Websites.
We should have had biscuits, and we should be over here crumbling them and just making. Oh, hold on, this is my
Set
office.
up.
No,
Yeah,
no.
let's do it.
When we do flight school from your office, we can have a whole bunch of biscuits and get crumbs everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody here is saying too much information. Really?
Yeah. Well, yeah. It's too much information when you post all that other stuff. It's TMI.
Gotcha.
It's TMI. It's TMI. That's
all right.
Right.
Can't.
Okay.
So how about the website?
Bro.
It just you can't be like our website.
Somebody recently created an exact replica of iboomerang.com.
Oh,
I'm like,
that.
it was
I've
like,
actually got that.
it was like,
Here it is.
You got that on there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's in Russia. And they used Diamond Team.
Yeah. Iboomerang Diamond Team, right? So guys, but here's the thing. It's not necessary. So here's what we did. We took a look at all of our diamonds, right? All of our diamonds, blue diamonds, presidential diamond, right? These are the most successful people in the company. They have the biggest businesses. They've made the most money. Their businesses have the furthest reach. And you want to know what they all have in common?
What's that?
Not one of them has made an extra website.
Yeah.
None of them have a website that looks like Iboomerang. That was not.
They have their
key to
replicated
success.
site.
The only website they have is the one that we gave everybody, which is yourusername.iboomerang.com.
And that's why we gave it to you.
We gave it to you. So you already have a website that looks like our website, right? So that's all they have. They didn't create anything new. They're not making non-compliant posts. They're not. They're just out there building their business and getting their customers. And that's why they went diamond. Some people think that this is what you have to do to be successful. Yet none of the successful people have done this. Right. So I want to challenge you guys. Don't be spending money creating websites that look like and mirror our websites. Do you have, we got the other one taken down, but even when we put up the Vibe Rides interest website, right?
Yep.
We created Drive for Vibe. driveforviberides.com. Someone created something else with Vibe Rides in it, and it looked exactly like an exact replica, and people were confused, right? So let's not do that to ourselves or to our fellow team members.
All right. And again, if you have a question, send us an email.
When in doubt, don't. When in doubt, ask. Okay. And don't break your biscuit.
Oh yeah, we mentioned that, yeah. So again, I think we've mentioned this a couple of different times. Work with your teams. Let them know. Everybody who's on this call, I know you guys aren't doing any of this.
That's right.
But let your team know. Let your team know and have them watch this.
Send them the link. Definitely.
Send them out the link.
Right.
Yeah. All right, cool. No bootleg boom gear. Yeah. We've had people send in pictures of themselves doing DTRTs. And they're doing the wrong thing.
Homemade shirts.
They're not doing the right things. They got homemade shirts on.
DTWTs.
Yeah, bootleg boom gear.
And we've even had people give us bootleg boom gear, and we know, again, we got to say it again, Mark. Everybody means well. You're excited.
You're excited.
But but you got crumbs everywhere because your biscuit is all over the place. So, bootleg boom gear really, I know you're doing it to promote the brand, but it really disrespects the brand. So, folks, don't make your own boom gear. Now, if you have ideas for things that you would like to see that we haven't made yet,
we'd love that.
Send it to us. Yeah. Mock it up. Send us a picture. Marketing at iboomerang.com. Or what's the boom gear email?
Gear at iboomerang.com.
Gear at iboomerang.com. And say, hey, we'd love to see this. And if it's a great idea or enough people ask for it, we'll make it. But definitely don't make it yourself. And, maybe there's even an opportunity if you've got a big team in another country and you've got a lot of people lined up who want to buy something specific. We might even be interested in making limited runs that are available for your group, but let us do it so that the brand is treated in the right way.
Yes. All right. That's it.
Well, that's one thing we have to talk about, what happens when we reach out to people who are not doing it the right way.
Yeah.
Right. We can't skip that part. So folks, we do as a company have to take it seriously. Right. At this moment, there's over 40,000 people in Iboomerang and growing crazy every day who are counting and who are relying on the company to protect the opportunity for them and to maintain a solid brand. And so when we find people doing this, and we take no joy in this, we take no pleasure in it, but if we find someone that's not doing it right, here's what we do. We reach out to that person, and the first step that we do is we put your account in a suspended state until you fix it, right? And we hate that we have to do that, but sometimes we'll tap someone on the shoulder and say, hey, you need to fix this, and they'll take weeks to fix it, right? So we realize that the one thing that makes people fix it quick is if we put their account in a suspended state, then they tend to fix it overnight. And then we're happy to turn your account right back on once you do that. So folks, that's what we've got to do in order to do it. So if we tap you on the shoulder and say, hey, you need to change your name, or hey, you need to fix something, or take this post down, please be like most people.
Yeah, you know what? I want to say that.
Yeah.
Most people, 99% of the folks have been, they were like, oh my gosh, I didn't know.
That's right.
I'll take it down right now.
That's right.
And that's awesome. And Melissa and her advocacy team, they're working overtime.
They are.
But you know what? You guys are actually responding. And again, 99.9% of the folks are like, yes, I am so sorry. I will take it down.
And that's what Melissa said. She said, you know what? I've done this for a few companies now, and I have to say that while the Iboomerang folks are more excited than anybody I've ever seen in any company, so that there's a lot of this, she said, they're also the sweetest. Yeah. She says, because when I reach out to them and my team reaches out to them, they're not nasty, they're not angry, and they're very apologetic, and they fix it real quick. And so we just want to applaud you guys. That's the Iboomerang spirit. We love each other.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Right?
Good stuff.
Yeah, we love each other, and that's just the way that we need to do it. So, hey guys, help us do this. Help us keep it clean.
Yeah.
Right. Help us keep it valuable, and let's not let anybody tarnish this amazing brand that we all together have built, and that we all together give more value to each and every day. Love.
And the last thing.
There's more.
There's one last thing.
Before the hearts.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't break your biscuit.
Don't break your biscuit. Don't get crumbs everywhere. Love. Oh.